Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. The poor stay poor, the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the boat is leaking. Everybody knows that the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling, like their father or their dog just died. Everybody talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that you love me, baby. Everybody knows that you really do. Everybody knows that you've been faithful. Give or take a night or two. Everybody knows you've been discreet, but there were so many people you just had to meet without your clothes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. And everybody knows that it's now or never. Everybody knows that it's me or you. And everybody knows that you live forever when you've drawn a line or two. Everybody knows the deal is rotten. Old Black Joe's still picking cotton for your ribbons and bows. And everybody knows. And everybody knows that the plague is coming. Everybody knows that it's moving fast. Everybody knows that the naked man and woman are just a shining artifact of the past. Everybody knows the scene is dead, but there's gonna be a meter on your bed that will disclose. Everybody knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my stream Sunday. And I'm sorting out my states. Sorting out my states because we integrated England and he has a lot. Oh my word, he had a lot of development. So we're deving up his states and undeving the things that, that don't really make sense. But I'll just unstate down here. Did I just unstate this? I haven't unstated this. No, unstate this. 7 dev, 12 dev. Yeah, Sachsen is worth 25 or has 25 dev, but it's a 3 province state. I'd rather put my full state into my fully stated state. Oh my word, what is this? Yeah, I'd rather have bigger state. So Northumbria, Eastern Ireland, Western Ireland, it's a lot more than these were. What's this? 19 dev overall, because Saxony owns Sachsen. Oh, my brain doesn't work. It has the dumbs. I have stated up into Pomeranian, however, because it has a stettin, and I gave that to the burgers. You, again, it's another candidate for being unstated, although it is useful to have to be able to put on that defensive edict. Yep, you make sense. You will make sense eventually. Plus, I need it to be stated so I can give the tradey stuff to the burgers. Again, another candidate for unstating. You to the burgers. This, it looks fairly terrible. However, have a look at this. Trade value of 25 ducats in one province, and it's because of this. Local goods produced +5. Apparently, it's a really, really important copper mine in Sweden, and it's a rich thing. What's this? All right, we might have to delve into the Baltic Sea, because that's going to be a decent amount added to the Baltic Sea. We need to be able to pull it out. Once pulled into Lübeck, we should be able to get it to the channel fairly easily. Also going to have to go to war again down here to snaffle another province before the rebellions really start in earnest, because I don't really want to be moving my capital to Holland. With these modifiers, I want to give this to the burgers, and I can't give it to the burgers if it's my capital. I was thinking about that last night whilst I was on the toilet. So I think it's going to be an attack in 2. Thankfully, Ghent is outside of the Empire. We have a truce with them until never. Really? We have a truce till never? No, we must have a truce. We've just been to war with them. Do we really not have a... Oh, it's Flanders. I'm looking at Flanders, not Ghent on that list. Flanders, we have a truce with you until 1620. A 10-year truce. That's quite a long one, actually. But yeah, that 10 years. We need to get in there. I want to take Ghent. It's quite a lot of dev, and we have quite a lot of aggressive expansion around us. So I'm going to cool my jets in terms of expanding in the HRE. I'm going to wait till Ghent. I should be putting this in a video, shouldn't I? Sorry, this is just my lead up. My lead up to starting a video, so I can get my vocal cords sorted out and get any coughs out. Oh dear. Alright, okay. I'm ready. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, host Like Marine, where we have just integrated, or it wasn't just, but we have just integrated it was England. It didn't even get to be Great Britain. It was still England. And all the stuff that they have. All their land, all their colonies, oh my word, they have 3 colonies. We still have 3 colonies. That is costing us a combined 34 ducats. The initial one, 4, and then it doubles, and then it 900% increase. 20 ducats for Maydow. However, I think I'm alright with that. We have the money to continue it. So, currently, 1, 2, 3 provinces. These 3 provinces, they're just going to be here forever if we leave them. But if we allow these, at least 2 of these, to finish, then it's going to flip to a colonial nation, and they will start expanding and doing weird things like English Brazil is. And by weird things, I mean culture converting away from Portugal. We stole this land from Portugal in a war, and we gave it to we gave it to England directly, because England only had 2 provinces in this colonial nation, colonial Brazil. And so giving him this land, he gave it to his colonial nation, and they have started culturally converting all the Portuguese away. Must be very cheap for them. But yeah, they're expanding on their own now, and the more they expand, the more likely it is that they're going to be able to give us a free merchant. I might have to go colonial. No, we can. Not cultural. colonial regions. We have a colonial Brazil. We have a colonial Colombia. We have a colonial La Plata. We have land in colonial Peru area plus natives around us that we can attack into. This will flip to a colonial Peru. So that will be the maximum amount of colonial nations that we can have in South America. We're also popping out a colonial California. That will hopefully be another trader on this list. So Brazil for 3. This is 3 additional on top of whatever we had. No, 2 additional. Yeah, 2 additional, but it will be 3 additional on top of whatever we had. So we had started with 2. This is going to take us to 5. Peru 6. California 7. We can steal colonial Mexico from the Portuguese fairly easily. I am fairly certain of that. We just need to land troops over here. That's 8. So I don't think we need to go into colonization. I don't think we need to go into exploration or expansion. We just steal things off these guys. Also, why do I not have my music on? That's silly. So keep an eye on them. We don't ruin them too much at home. We allow them to keep a fairly decent economic base in order to keep sending colonists out. Also, on my forts are on, of course we're at war. We're at war with Austria against France for Lyonnais. I wonder if Lyonnais is taken. I wonder if Lyonnais has been taken. It has not. Oh, I am surprised. Anyway, state. I have been unstating the things that are a little bit weaker. Papal sanction for war might be useful. Oh, it might be useful. It can only be activated whilst you're at war, so it's useful to have that on pretty much all the time. State. My states. Can have another 2. What have I unstated? I unstated a couple of states around here actually. You, South Saxony. It was only a 3-state province. Fair enough, the autonomy got quite low, but this wasn't worth it. Not compared to what is on this list. Northumbria, certainly. Both Eastern and Western Islands. I do like states that have a lot of provinces in them. 4, 5, 6. The way you can dump a lot of points developing without it becoming too expensive. The further you, the higher you develop in one province, the obviously the more expensive it becomes. So we have 2 states to use. What do we use our 2 states on? Northumbria, I think, certainly. That's a really nice state. So we'll do that. And one of these. It doesn't have any trade modifiers, but I think England has developed these. I mean, these were all 1 province miners around here, except for Pale, who started under England. So these 1 province miners, they will have used their points to develop their provinces. They might have not developed them for very long before they got squished, but still, there's quite a lot of development over here. So I'm going to do that. And I think I might also look up here to get rid of something like that. It's a giant state, fair enough. But we've got states over here that are almost as big. Or do we just wait? Do we just wait? These provinces I would class as safe. We can get the prosperity up to 100. And we can guard this territory from being trampled all over and keep the prosperity high. The stuff over here and the stuff over in Bohemia itself, it's a little bit fragile. How are you? Do you have any trade modifiers? No. And this Martian belongs to a state. When's our next lump of states? 20. 20, alright. And what's next on the list? I think it was Northumbria, East Island, West Island. Yeah, that makes sense. It really does. But let's hand out some of this stuff now. Burgers. We need to give you, what's the province over here? Major colonial port. Okay. Give you to the burgers as well. I think right now the burgers have London, Lothian, yep. They're all trade provinces, as is Holland, as is Zeeland, Stettin, Hamburg and Lubeck. Yep. Yeah, the burgers have everything that they should have. Clergy, we can give you stuff in Ireland that's up at 59. Or we can use this opportunity to rip away from them stuff in our homeland that's got down to 25%. Right, nobility. We'll give you this province that has 6 troops, or 6. Manpower currency plus 10. Yep. Put you there. High manpower provinces are good in the hands of the nobility. What else can I give you? Let's give you Yorkshire, but take away from you something over here so we can eventually unstate it. Anything else? Fife has got down to 25, so we'll take that away from you. Instead we'll give you those 2 provinces. Clergy. You've gone down to 25, so let's take that off you. And instead, what did that drop to? 16. Still, it's better in our hands than it was in theirs. Instead we'll give you a lot of Somerset, Cornwall. Also take a few Moharan, Morbihan, yeah, Morbihan, and give you Kent, maybe. As is to take even more of you. Good. How about you and you in exchange for pretty much all of this. Oh, nobility has this as well. I think that's about it. Oh no. That's about it. So we've given the estate the high autonomy provinces that we've just inherited. And we've taken off them either stuff that's got down to the cap of 25%, or at least taken stuff off them that's a little bit that's got down a bit. This is fine. I want to unstate it. I'm looking at it now. Nobility will take that off you. I'm going to unstate Finland. We can always restate them. Restate it at another time. What is up with you? What is up? Oh, what's on this list? We've got Western Ireland, we've got Wales and Finland. Yeah. However, Western Ireland, with its extra 21 dev overall, is going to be a lot better for us. And a lot more profitable. Clergy, what do you want? We might as well give them pretty much everything over here. No. No. No, we'll save these provinces for if we expand any more elsewhere. No. You got down to the base of 25. So I'll swap you out. You got down to the base of 25 as well. So I'll swap you out. Don't need to. Good. Okay, that's it. A lot of fiddling. But we got there in the end. Trade ships are... some are broken, some are alright. Where am I putting them all? Where am I putting them all? You should all be fixed. Let's have you protecting trade in... English Channel for a moment. Oh, and that's it. Done. Austrian conquest of Lyonnais. Insignificant defeat. Austria will pay 280 ducats to France and its allies. Yep, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So, Brittany. I was to declare war upon you. Who would get mad? You come back from Spain because we already have that claim upon Yao. Portugal! Portugal will come in. Excellent. But we're breaking a truce. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, of course. Another 4 years. We got dragged into France. Yeah, we got dragged into France. We got dragged into a war. Enough. Enough. She's allowed to sit there if she wants to. Oh my word. Cats need their own special beds with their own names on and everything, apparently. I know it's bad. I know the world is going to come to an end, but you live honest. And what idea can we take? We can take a defensive idea, but we won't because we're waiting for military tech. We're also behind on diplomatic tech. Not by that much, actually. Not considering that we had to dump 3,000 diplomatic points into the integration of England. We're not that far behind, and we will get bonuses, discounts, so we'll be able to catch up fairly quickly. Portugal, even though we're about to go to war with you, I'm going to royal marriage you because you're on this list. And you're 48 years old. Anything can happen to a 48-year-old. We might be able to snaffle that. Being able to snaffle another colonizer would be brilliant. Also, what are we making? This is a far cry from losing... I think at one point we were losing 90 odd ducats per month every month. And spending 34 ducats on colonial maintenance. Oh, we're still at full maintenance, aren't we? We're still geared up as if for war. Let's go for a third. Making a profit. Sweet. Provincial unrest. Yep. I also want to at some point. Yep. I also want to at some point accept English as a culture. Seeing as though it kind of, yeah, the majority of our land now is English, so it would make lots of sense. Also, we might have to demote Saxon. Such is its insignificance. Okay. Okay. Ooh. 100 admin, or you get an admin thing. I'd rather have the admin thing, to be honest. Nope, we got the extra 100 admin. Not the end of the world. Also, what do we take? What do we take, or do we just save our points up? We'll save our points up for the moment. Yep. And when can we go to war with the people we need to go to war with? Brittany in 1614, Flanders in 1620. I can't expand here if I want Flanders. Even though he's outside of the Empire, he is very much Empire adjacent. There's lots of people here that will feel that. Bremen. I need to go to war with you for Bremen itself because of its trade modifier. The Weser estuary. I assume it's pronounced V if it's German. Also, the majority of my heavies can probably be mothballed. Actually, they can be upgraded. Let's not fall behind on heavy tech. We're already behind the world in Diplo type. Let's not have mega out of date heavies. Missionary strength, tolerance for truth base, stability cost modifier, tolerance of heretics will go down. However, we already have quite a good tolerance of heretics, so I'm alright with that. Gives a little bit more yearly papal influence. We will lock somebody else on. Already got tier 1 outrage countries. That's pretty much the minimum that you need. Operating in the HRE, 2 people, 2 diplomats operating on outrage countries. That's what you need. And we'll improve relations with the Pope Man, who is threatened by us. Threatened because we're allied to one of his rivals. Oh, come on. Conquest of Ravensburg. Just outright conquest of Ravensburg. I mean, we're generating favours with him. Not favours. Trust. There we go. 100% trust with Austria. You only need 10 favours to call them into any single war, so that's perfect. We can go up to 80. Grab Miltech. Even though we don't really use cav. And our stability is still low. Stability is low, I'll give you that. Alright, troops. Let's get you onto Finn so we don't get surprised. And we captured an extra ship. Excellent. Now we could move our capital to say London, or not London, but over here somewhere. But it wouldn't stop the Netherlands rising, the Netherlands rebellion. So I want land over here. I want land in either Dutch culture, which is this, or I want land in the Flemish culture, which is this. We already have Calais. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Alright, well, on an inkling of an uprising, we can move our capital immediately to Calais if we need to. But it would need to be in a state. We'd have to unstate something. Whereas you are already a state, aren't you? And you include New Zealand and Utrecht. But Utrecht is inside the Empire. Holland, who you allied with? Oh, Holland's inside the Empire though. Oh dear. We're gonna have to... Wait, you already stated? No. Not stated just yet. So we're gonna have to... At some point, we'll probably rip this out. I need to be able to state... I need to be able to move our capital to a Dutch province. One outbreak of what? I'd rather it be Ghent, but it could be Calais. We could move to Calais. Not whilst we're at war, but afterwards. Also, you lot fixed yet? Some of you are. incompetent diplomats. 10 prestige? No. I want to try and keep my prestige high. Especially if Portugal is on this list. We need more prestige than the people that are on this list with us. Succession war between Spain and Bohemia. That sounds juicy. 600 ducats. National tax modifier comes down. Yearly prestige goes up. Yes. They gain loyalty, but they lose influence. Oh my word, yes. How are we doing with prestige? So we've arrested it coming down by a little bit. Might also put on this papal sanction of war. Done. Or you don't desperately need it right now, but we might do. One day. Alright, let's go. I can't have people willy-nilly taking out my land. Okay, recall from the Papal State. Kazakh has gone bankrupt. Oh, okay. Insta squish. Well, looks into this. Don't think we're going to be able to get there in time. No. Alright, down here instead then. Squish. Where are you heading? I'll get you. It's about time we defended our land over here. No. You're on my fort. Fair enough. Yeah, a lot of times I just forget that I've got land over here. Well, don't forget. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be fine. Just concentrate on other things. Also, trade ships. Let's get the rest of you out. Nossi, away you go. This is what happens when Austria ends up not the HRE dude anymore. He just ends up trying to smash everything around him. It's like, well, ram it. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it all. Quite a few Bavarians up there. So let's go deal with them. Nope, can't have access. That should be an insta squish. Wasn't because we didn't get there in time. There was crossroads, but we weren't there in time. Let's get a... Oh, we're at war with them. Fine, we'll leave it. We'll leave that be for now. Are we ever gonna... That's twice in a row now. We've had the crossroads, but not. That's stupid. One stability. Foreign, yep, let's go for stability. Although, popping court and country. Unrest at least 1. Absolutism is at least 50. Right, we need to start on the journey of absolutism, don't we? Rebels. Do we have any particularists? Nope. We have everything but particularists. Fine. Should get you there. Right, if we can pop particularists and accept their demands, it means we can lower autonomy in all our provinces, or all our states. And that would help us out. What is this a war for? Take Ravensburg. Wow, they actually took Ravensburg. I'm impressed. Who has died in... No, he was only a military guy. Fort defense guy? Come on then. Actually... Do we? Yep, we're doing a military idea. Let's pick up at least somebody in that seat. You, fort defense. Go, I choose you. Straight out of this into... probably into Brittany, actually. Portugal, how you getting? 50 years old. Still not popped out a child. Amazing. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, they've got a lot of troops grouped up. It's just... we have the war goal. Alsace, Bavaria, Flanders, everybody. He must have, yeah, he tacked into the Empire with that claim. So it's activated Frankfurt and all his allies. We could probably just go and siege out Frankfurt himself. More stability, yes. Mercs, stand off. Cannons, stand off. Everyone else move out of that province. We'll let the Hungarians siege through us. What do we have here? Heavies and a galley. What are you? Oh, 20 transports. Transports, let's have you grouped up with the heavies. Yeah, if we can get Frankfurt out, we can get quite a few of them out. Plus we have taken Moscow, of course. Austria has taken Warsaw. Excellent. Memmingen has been pushed away. Memmingen will cede Memmingen to Austria. Or he's just going to do this with everyone around him, isn't he? This is going to be a hell of a lot of aggressive expansion for him. He's up to 37 already. It was taking land off somebody who wasn't a co-belligerent, probably. Oh, Austria, what are you doing? Austria's gone rogue. That's what happens when you don't let him play with his toys. That's what happens when you don't let him just sit and be the... Yeah, we have already put people in there. I didn't know what our policy was. I don't think we can take a policy if we haven't gone exploration or expansion. So we just covered off on all of our colonies anyway, just to be safe. Which seems like a good idea. But yeah, this is what happens when Austria loses territory. We'll cede such and such to Baden. Interesting. How you getting on with my fort? You're getting alright. You're getting on alright. What about this one? Yeah, we'll get through this before he's got through ours. I will go deal with him. In fact, you go deal with him. Bavaria has been pieced out. Cede Augsburg to Austria. He's going ham. He's going ham on the Empire. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He will not be been increasing relations with these guys the same way of we have. He's cheating. If he doesn't get a coalition from this, I don't think I want to get involved in this coalition war. I think I might just join the coalition against him. Perhaps. See Delsaster Lorraine. Perhaps our alliance has run its course. Oh, excellent. And if we're not doing anything with our diplomat, we might as well outrage countries. Victory! Alright, so he did it the wrong way around. he did what players do when they first start playing in the HRE. When they discover the coalition mechanic. Where they'll peace out like 2 or 3 countries that are ready to peace out, and because it doesn't activate the coalition, it's like, oh, I can take that, and so they do. And then they get to piecing out the person that they needed to peace out with, or they went to war with, the country, the province that they wanted to take, and suddenly taking that province breaks the camel's back and activates a huge coalition. They're like, no, we'll peace out just for war reps. But yeah, they've done it the wrong way around. Had they taken Ravensburg, it would have been a lot cheaper. But oh well, happy days, done. Let's get ourselves over that way. Declaring war on you. Actually no, claim on you first. Bremen's at war with him. Anyway, claim on you. And bring you back. There's no need for you to be there. I know Friesland had to claim on him anyway, but I didn't want to risk that claim dropping off at an inopportune moment. Declaring war on you brings in Galway and Portugal. Breaking truce. Breaking truce for another year, I believe. More than enough time to get into position. And Portugal's 51. Oh, is it worth going to war with Portugal? Is it worth going to war with Portugal knowing that we might get this? Can we put it off? Is there someone else that we can declare war on? Probably. Yeah, probably. We can declare war on natives down here. We can form Bohemian... What is it? Bohemian... Peru. Colonial Bohemian Peru. But that will be in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. That's been a bit of a boring one. It's just been fighting other people's wars. Sorting out our states. Sorting out our money. But yeah, we'll look good. Access from Hungary. Why? No. We'll look good going forwards. We'll be able to flip our capital at any point. We might do it now, actually. To do it now, to check it in Calais. It's Flemish culture. Oh, that reminds me. I need to accept English as a culture. That's fairly important, I think. And I'll go Irish as well. Need one more. Westphalian? Not just jump. Moving our capital. We cannot move our capital into or out of the Holy Roman Empire. Add Calais to the Holy Roman Empire. It costs 700 admin. It costs 700 admin. It moves our trade capital as well. It moves it to a province of Flemish culture, meaning that the Dutch revolts never arise. Oh, we can eat into this. fairly safely. I don't want to move it to Holland, again because this is a really good province to give to the burghers. Trade power of 63 on his own. Well, our trade capital here as well. We're looking at over 50% of this. Yeah. And all our merchants are currently geared up for Lubeck. Steering in the other direction, steering into the English Channel. Pulling from the Baltic Sea as well. We'll be able to turn this into a 50-60 ducat node. Anyway, until next time though, do take care. Whew. Yeah, I know it was a good one. Well, no, it wasn't a good, it was a boring one. There's not much that went on, was there? But we need to go to war. I mean, I'm sick of getting dragged into Austrian wars. Go to war with Brittany, then we're at war with Portugal. And if we're at war with Portugal, then instead of it being a succession war between us and Spain, it will just be local noble. So I don't think I want to drag Portugal into war just yet. I just need a little war with somebody. Maybe, no, we've just got an ally. We've just got a truce with Poland, haven't we? Maybe France. France is an additional few years. No, let's just... We'll get ourselves away to the New World. At least this 15 stack. This 15 stack can augment the troops that are already over here. We can declare into you for nothing because we don't have a CV. Well, good job we checked. Spy detection in Colter plus 44%. Did you go espionage ideas, you weirdo? Yep, first thing you took up, espionage ideas. So did you, espionage ideas. What is it? What is it with the natives and espionage ideas? But yeah, we'll take enough of a lump out of these guys to form colonial Peru. How's our colonies getting on? You're nearly done. That'll be the fourth one, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll be the fourth one to complete. Fifth one, that might be Portugal. Fifth one, sixth one, just because, well, we can afford it, and it gives the gives colonial California just a little bit more of a leg up. English Brazil still has 4. No. How many provinces do you have? You have 8, but last time I checked you were colonizing. Yep, so that'll be 9th. It might be worth subsidizing our colonies, just so that they can afford to throw out colonists, because I don't think you're colonizing. How much money do you make? Yeah, I'll make a decent amount. Yeah, they'll make a decent amount. They should be colonizing. You're militarist. What are you? Militarist. What are you? Diplomat. Okay. Oh, of course. Argentina even. I've got this land over here as well. I thought Argentina were tiny, but they're not. They're actually quite big. He may end up going to war himself. Could I get you to start a war? Do you have a claim? You'd have a claim. I mean, we could start a war with Mapuche, and all of this would just flip to Argentina. Same with Chirua and Shaka. I think it's in our best interests to eat these guys as quickly as we can. Get them fed to our colonial nations. Eat Carib, eat Muisca. The high dev, relative high dev, in comparison to what our colonies will have. Get those high dev provinces into our colonies. Get them generating money that we can place tariffs on and therefore tax. 12 ducats a month. Comes from, well, apart from 1 ducat and 13, comes from our colonial nations. We have, and that's not even with us going full colonial nation mode. If you do go full colonial nation mode, then what's this? Global tariffs plus 20. Expansion, I think, has global tariffs as well. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, you can push your global tariffs up very, very high. What are you? Brabant. We'll get our heavies up unmothballed. We can afford to maintain them now. And with our heavies, we'll do some anti-piracy. Probably in the English Channel, actually. That's where they'll be congregated, I'd guess. Nope. North Sea, maybe? Yeah, there's a lot in the North Sea. Lubeck? No. So we need to control this triangle. If we can control this triangle, then we control trade from the New World. We can control trade from Europe, pretty much. Kind of all flows to Lubeck. If you can get it past Venice. Once it gets up into this area, it's either Channel or Lubeck. And if you control Lubeck, you double your power in English Channel. You double your profits in the English Channel. And then our additional traders we can use around the world to steer up Chesapeake Bay, from Chesapeake Bay up to Lawrence, from Lawrence all the way around the top, which cuts out all of these guys. So we can funnel New World money into Lubeck, into Channel. Apparently the more steps that you have, the better. so going from North Sea to Lubeck to the Channel, apparently that's a more profitable way of doing it, but I don't know. It's a little too min-maxy for me. Anyway, forts. Forts don't need to be on, however, I would like to upgrade 1 or 2 of them. Whilst we have the money. Having forts that are out of date is silly because they can be taken within 3 ticks. So there's no point in a fort at that point. At that point. There's not, yeah. If they come in and blast their way through, what's it called? An out of date. What's another word for out of date? What's another word for out of date, Dylan? Obsolete. There you go. Thanks. If they can blast their way through an obsolete fort, then it's still a decent chunk of war score on their side, but you've given it up for not much. Unless it's used strategically, i.e. you've got a line of forts. They're all 4, but you've got one that's at 2, so they can easily get through. Then they breach through a very specific hole and flood through that hole that you can then control. There's no point in having out of date forts. Anyway, let us start again, shall we? Is this a fort? No, I took this down. There's no need for a fort in London. We can defend the British Isles with our wooden wall, i.e. our fleet. Okay, onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, your host, Marine. where we were considering going to war with Britain. It brings in Portugal. I want Portugal stuff. However, we have just married into the Portuguese family. They are 50 years old, 51 years old. They have crap prestige. We have good prestige. The only people that we're fighting with is Spain. Spain has prestige of 99. We have 92. However, it's the whole marrying and personal unions, it's weird. It is really weird. There are phases of it, and the phases usually revolve around the Curia controller, bizarrely enough. Every time a Curia controller is elected, it resets the timer back to 0, and for the first few years it's a noble, and then a few years afterwards it's a PU, and then for X amount of years after that you then have to start going to war for PUs. It's look it up. That's all I can. I might put a link to a really good description of it in this if I remember. But it's very odd. But at the moment, we are in the phase of a succession war between us and Spain, which will be very good for us because it'll bring in Austria and it'll bring in Russia, and Spain has nothing for allies. Stupid Spain. So I don't want to be going to war with Portugal just yet. Otherwise it'll instantly be local noble, or Spain will snaffle them. So we're going to look further afield outside of the HRE, because I still want to get into Ghent, so I need my aggressive expansion around here to drop off a little bit. I also want to get into to Bremen as well, but that's another story. So we're going to go and fight in the New World. We're fighting against, or we will be fighting against, Cola. Burgundy have gone bankrupt. Burgundy have gone bankrupt and they are tiny. I think we still have a truce with you. We do not. We do not have a truce with you. No CB. Are you shitting me? Friesland, did you not claim this? Alright, well, we can take out what's remaining of Burgundy. I mean, it's outside the HRE. Okay. It's outside, mostly outside of the HRE. Yeah, that'll be alright. And whilst this claim comes in, they have really good spy detection in Cola. So yeah, whilst our claims are coming in, we can be eliminating Burgundy from the map. Are you in another war? No. Allied with Milan. That. Yeah, I'm not bothered. Not bothered with Milan. Ethiopia have gone bankrupt. Now would be a good time to get into them. A little bit far away. Portugal still on the list. Now we can grab supply trains. Reinforce speed plus 33%. Fair enough. Just means if you take a big hit and you run away, you just reinforce just that little bit quicker, you can get back into that fight. Right. Maintenance. Oh, heavies. Out. Heavies and random galley, it would appear. That's our claim on Picardy. You come home. And suddenly we'd have to be fighting into Brabant. However, we don't have a truce with Brabant, do we? We do not. Unlucky. Saxony have insulted us. Okay. What did we lose here? No. No, go back in. Go back in and stay in, you stupid. It went in, and he was going to end up going back out, wasn't he? That's been a little bit fortuitous for us. How many do we need? 12. Okay. Works out. Cannons out. Some infantry as well. Everyone else step onto the capital itself. Of course. Mothballed forts. And they stood on it immediately. No, let's stay here. We'll stay on target. Oh no? Okay. Was far too giddy for that. Trade ships, you come down as well. Contribute to this blockade. Actually no. Might as well just put heavies in there. So, Brabant, taking Ghent off you. Coalition, but not of many people. Ooh, Bremen is in this. Interesting development. I think we'll only be able to take Ghent though, realistically. Let's continue building Spinoat. And apparently we have an idle diplomat, means that no one has an outraged attitude towards us, which I find hard to believe. And Portugal popped out an air. Oh well, straight after this we can go to war with Brittany, drag Portugal in and steal all of his stuff and things and make him cry. We weren't going to get as lucky as we did with Britain twice in a row. Norwegian separatists. Cannot deal with you Norwegian separatists. Okay. And the Pope man is the dude of the Pope place from the Holy See. Stability, no, we don't need it. Continue generating those points. Alright. Alright. What's my list of... No. They're not even my rebels. Friesish, Landish rebels. You better record those areas. Won the siege of Antwerp. Excellent. Let's take back Holland. I won the siege of Brabant. You come back. Would you give me Ghent? Give us Ghent right now. Gets us out of this. You only want to be nibbling little bits. You only want to be nibbling little bits. Quick and easy. Gets us the province that we wanted. We need our manpower for Portugal. Right. You watch your black flag, start walking up that way. And And we'll just transport these guys. And put down Friesish Landish rebels. Because he's silly. We will keep you for ourselves. So let's start that court. No, let's not tax it. Tariffs are already quite high. We'll leave it be for now. Danish separatists. I never. Also, nobility, can you give me a general? You cannot, because you have no influence. How have you lost all of this influence? Who has stolen it from you? I'm wary of artificially inflating it, otherwise. -10, -15. No, we'll fight with no general. Actually, no, we'll make one. We'll make one the proper way. Not bad. Their influence is mega low and you inflate it just to get a general or something similar. Oh, nice. Then there's a danger of all those modifiers suddenly wearing off and there are 150 influence, and then it's bad times. Are we not? We're not transporting these people up here. 15 loyalty and 2 base tax in a province. Yes, we can take that off them whenever we want. Oh no, but okay, because we have people there defending it. That is our claim upon Yao. Which one do we take? Doesn't really matter. How you'll do. Hopefully a war over here will drag a lot of other people in. We can just go crazy on all the provinces. Or I squish you, you like get up and head around there. Ugh. Danish separatists. Who needs Danish separatists in their lives? Not me. You go and protect trade in Lubeck, why not? You lot. Protect trade in English Channel. You lot hunt pirates in... I think it was North Sea, wasn't it? Might as well be doing something. Viber gets improved fortifications. Yes. Thank you very much. Squish. Half of you head on. Norwegian separatists. Love it. We'll get taken back by that fort anyway. Let's start transporting some of these guys. I need to leave some troops over here. Local autonomy or lose admin. Autonomy is nicer. Autonomy is very nice. Do we have any particular lists yet? We do not. Try keep Austria sweet for the time being. Let's ship you over towards Brittany. And what can we take? Admin tech, no, Diplotech. Diplotech, excellent. Trade efficiency, very nice. Once Ghent is called, it's already in the state of Calais. We can move our capital here. Everything will be good. Everything will be good. press issues on Denmark all the time. Nope, nope. You better not be at war again, you know. Most excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one to finish will give us a colonial nation of that. Superb. Let's get you over here as well. No, no access from you. Oh, we should probably just kick this off. Is there any reason not to? Hula. No, let's get going. Let's just go. We have more than enough Miltech to deal with that. First, circumnavigation by the Ottomans. Interesting. Okay. No diplomats. Let's have you come home. Declare war on you. Gallery, Portugal. No CB. No CB. What no CB? Oh, no CB. Alright. Alright, well, we're here for a little bit longer then. Could have sworn we had a CB on your... But we might as well have you drilling. There's nothing better to do. We're making money? Of course we're making money. Of course we're making money. Don't even think there's a point in having these guys with a general. So who are we fighting? Are you linked up? You are not. Still, we'll get through his... I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We all need 2 more provinces. Oh, nice. Oh, no. Okay. 1, 2. 2 more left to do. In fact, these guys might deal with Quito. And he has problems anyway. Admin tech. 5 years of time with an institution penalty. Oh, we need to save money, don't we? Need to save money for that. Excellent. That opens up access to your capital, which is only... It doesn't have a fault, does it? Nope. Right, split in half. Trick yourself on that. Jobs are good. $41 ducats. And I don't think we need to be at full maintenance here. Will you just stop? Please, for the love of God, will you just stop? $200 settlers in Yakut. It's an entirely new colony. It's an entirely new colony, and we are incapable of colonizing. We're incapable of colonizing. So, I think we take that. It means we jump back up to having 3 colonies on the go, which is going to be expensive. However, the more provinces that we can directly feed colonial California is going to have more of an economic base. he'll be able to support himself a lot easier. Also, it takes him that one province closer to 10 provinces, 10 cities needed, that will give us an extra merchant. So I think I am alright with that. Also, oh, Austria. It's better be a tiny wall. It is. Take Ferrara. Hungarian war goal. Interesting. Well, I'm going to get myself over to Britain and we're going to continue training. I don't need to get involved in that one. I don't need your condottieri, I'm sorry. Nope. No thanks. How many points can we save? 1,178. Okay. I come back from them. You're no longer required of that. And let's go and push out this guy. Oh, we can take his land. I mean, he's got adjacency. And you have been shattered back to this province and you're going to get instantly squished. Oh, it was unfortunate for you, my friend. Excellent. Can't change our capital whilst we're at war. Let's allow that to happen. And let's squish these rebels. So, you, Huta, I will require all of that. I need you to take it right now. Done. There you go. Now it's our land at the moment, but probably won't be for much longer. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we can be coring that actually. 4, 5. This could flip into colonial Peru whilst we're here. Whilst we're at war. Which would be ideal for us. Royal marriage with Russia is over. Huh. Russia, do you want a marriage? He does. He does. Also, are we safe? Yeah, we're safe. Can we get to you? No, either way. Well, let's move on. We only need to core 2 provinces here for this to flip, so there's no point in coring the other province. Not really. Although I will sit on that so that we don't lose that progress. Nope. I would like to feed you. No. We'll take it up to this point here. Okay, fine. Also, can we put someone back in charge here? We can. Let's put you to London. I'm sure you can all stand there, and we'll have you drilling, if nothing else. Oh. Didn't get through. Sort of. So for you moving, so for you moving. Are these calls actually coming in? Or are we at war with somebody who has calls on them as well? Oh, they're coming in. Nope, no one can have peace. .5% ahead of time. Embrace at 1,200. Attrition for enemies, land attrition. That'd be nice. We'll take that. Also, they're kind of taking back my war goal, so I could do with going down there. And you to that. The rest of you head down this way. I can hear a beeping. I can hear a beeping. I don't know if it's outside or whether I've actually gone mad. Could be either. Brittany, let's at least get that claim now. You can be training, drilling even. Yeah, I didn't think we'd be under much threat down here. Nope, leave it be. Our tariffs are already quite high. Nope. Wait till you're locked. Squish you there. Okay, okay, okay. And head down this way. That's pretty much us done. I just want to wait for those calls to come in. That way when we end this war, it all goes to our colonial nation. Alright. Let's step off into our own land. We will... I mean, we could give them a helping hand. The whole conversion. Into zealots. They'll be fine. Alright. One has been pieced out. December next year, we'll get out. Shouldn't have called for peace just yet. Ten prestige or one base tax in Yakut. Well, prestige would be nice though, and we can use it all. So we'll grab that prestige. If you move your capital over to the New World, and you're not making colonial nations, then those events are really nice. It just gives you an extra base tax in a province that is going to be yours. Local settler increase. Why not? Why the hell not? We've got troops on it. Also, 1, 2. Let's go for 3. You come home from Brittany. We're capped on admin So let's embrace you now. And now spend you 5% ahead of time. But at least we got rid of that penalty. That's another idea group. Allows another idea group. Admin probably. It's starting to get to that point in the game. Let's focus admin. Also, national rest, yearly inflation reduction. You lot. Let's get that many stuff from you. Yearly inflation reduction for half price. Bring this inflation down. Oh, Bohemian Crystal. Outstanding. 15 prestige, price of glass changes by plus 25% till the end of the game. 2 best production and 2 base tax in Rudahori. Rudahori, where the hell is Rudahori? I think it's one of the first provinces that we started with. Rudahori. Rudahori, there we go. Nice. Like it. Price of glass going up is always nice. We out this war yet? It's just Ferrara and the Papal State. Let's improve relations with the Papal State. I know we're at war with him. We can't. We'll have to do it when we get out. Get these papal points rolling. Also, I could do this falling fairly soon. Ability concerned with loss of privilege. That's fine. Outstanding. Nope. Not losing base tax. Not in a state. Not in anywhere. Not in anywhere. So that is everybody full sieged. I'd like to wait until about December to peace out. We have an extra merchant that I just don't know where to use him. I don't know what to use him. Maybe here. Until we shuffle around our trade capital, then our merchants are just going to be plonked pretty much anywhere. Just for the time being. And in December, we'll get out. Everybody's idle. There is nobody with a hostile view of us, an outraged view of us. I find that a little bit hard to believe. But it bodes well. 3 discipline, half price. It is good to pick up the military guys for half price. All women for half price. Because you can't really get these from the estates unless you have the Cossacks. You can't get a military advisor for half price. A half price of military advisor. So now we do. Now we do. That's November. Roll round to December. We'll peace out here. Excellent. Nice. Siege pips are always good. So next tick, you should flip. Colonization, Bohemian, Peru, why the hell not? Now, might as well just transfer all this to Bohemian Peru. Don't think I can because you weren't alive then. But Well, peace out, Quito. All the way up to, I think, there. Something like that. There you go. Automatically, Bohemian Peru, Bohemian Peru. Excellent. And you. Well, you stop being idle. Coalition may form. Don't care. I'll be aggressively going into it anyway. Which again should be an instant mercenary. Mercenary? An instant mercenary? What am I on about? What is my brain doing? An instant merchant. Peru. Oh, and you give us gold. You give us gold. Every time this bar fills up, they send a load of gold to us. Bohemia and Peru, they have more than 10 cities, therefore we should get an extra merchant here on the next tick. To do with what we choose. Excellent. Okay, Brazil, are you struggling? Nope. Got 9 cities. Yep. Well into making the 10th. So that'll be an extra merchant again. Again, the colonial name. The colonial game is strong for money. Mega strong for money. We can declare war into Ichma. We can declare war into... I think I'll go towards it with Whisker now, actually. Let's go do that. Let's go and feed English Columbia. No. Let's group all our troops up. Let's put them on the border of Portuguese Brazil. We'll fly through Portuguese Brazil, eliminate their forces. We'll then use our transport fleets and our heavies. To get to transport those up to Portuguese Mexico, and we'll try and steal the entirety of Portuguese Mexico off Portugal in this coming war with Brittany. War with Brittany brings in Portugal, brings in Galway. We should be able to squish out Galway very quickly. We might even be able to feed him to Friesland, as we don't have any. Looks like we don't have any aggressive expansion in HRE right now. Nope, not really. So even though it's not co-belligerent, we can just take him out. Excellent, most excellent. Anyway, I've been Marine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Bohemia as we grow our colonial empire. Until then, do take care. Whew. This is why I don't like allies. This is why I don't like allies. You just end up getting dragged into other people's fights. Oh well. Ethiopia, Denmark, Poland. When does our truce with Denmark finish? No, it's a long time. Quite a long time. Galway is in March of 23. If we were to attack into Galway and add him as a co-belligerent, no, we can just take him out anyway. But straight out of this wall. Out of this wall, I want to move my capital to this province. It will happen soon. Anyway, let's go around. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, a host like Marine, where we are at war. And if we're at war, we can't move our capital around. I really could do with starting to move my capital now. It's about the time when the Netherlandish people kick off. Right, you can come out, and you can come out. We'll lock just the 2 on outrage countries. Oh, our rich countries in the New World as well now. Right, you come home as well then. That's going to spread our diplomats a little bit thin. I might have to go and aggressively eat the New World people, so I don't have to waste time on them. Transports aren't going to be required, they're heavies. I would like you to come back as well. I'm going to send... Okay, I'm going to send these transports and the heavies over to the New World. Go take a repair. Upgrade my transport fleet, it would appear. We'll send them over to the New World. We're all moving that way, are you? Yeah. Peru, with all those capitals, all those forts, are you actually making any money? You're not. You should put down these forts then. You should get rid of them. No, I'd like to destroy it for him. Should have pieced out momentarily before they flipped to a colonial nation so we could destroy the forts. Are you even moving? You are. It's taking them a while. I'm putting down a lot of natives whilst we're moving from A to B. Yeah, let's lose all that money. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, have you not pieced out this yet? Well, it was Hungarian war goal, but you've not flipped it to Hungary. Colonial Louisiana. We will see about that. We'll take out Portuguese Mexico, probably in one go. Hopefully. Feed bits of Portuguese Brazil to English Brazil. Oh, we can take Miltech, yes. Let's keep it up to date with a Miltech at the very least. Gallop cavalry, why not? I don't think we use many cavalries. We'll take the prestige. There's no need for base tax, not really. And we've got an extra merchant. What do we do with an extra merchant? Why not? We're collecting here anyway. So it's 31 ducats here, 39 there. We'll move our capital once this has finished. Yeah, I want to move our capital first. We'll move our capital to Ghent, and then we'll go to war with Brittany. No, we'll move our capital to Ghent. We will sort out our feet in terms of pushing merchants around. And then we shall go to war. You, this way. Let's not take quite the attritions there, thank you very much. Excellent. California, excellent. Hi California. I've got another 2 provinces that I'm going to give to you. That's the Papal State out. Good. Which means I should really be improving relations with the Papal State. And what are these? Castilian noble rebels. Let's go with forgive usury. It will stack very well with our inflation advisor. If we're going to get gold fleet, who are you war with? Southampton. Nope. Sometimes I wonder if the AI just do that to see, it's kind of an early warning indicator to see if you're going to go to war with them. Because in order to go toward Portugal, we'd have to break The Pope affirms our legal right to colonial Peru. Oh, nice. And our colonies will grow quicker. I don't have colonies. I don't have colonies. I'm not a colonial person. Oh, call for peace. Great. Go on, Austria. Sort your life out. Get out. I need to move my capital around. Okay. If they win this... Yep, every time you attack into a hostile... Okay. Every time you attack into a hostile fort, it increases the rate. Increases the siege phase. So... if you're waiting for rebels to siege down a level 8 fort, and you want them to siege down that level 8 fort, maybe it's in a country that you're attacking, just split off a load of 1 stacks and just sacrifice the 1 stacks, and it'll be one phase and the next one another phase, and next one another phase. You can get them into the positive numbers really quickly, instead of having to wait a year and a half for it to come down naturally. You can advance the state quicker. Okay, done. Fine. Fine. 2 favours. Fine. Fine. Done. Now, move our capital. Move our capital to Ghent. Why move it to Ghent? Because anywhere that has Flemish or Dutch, if your capital isn't here, but you do own land here, then you will, if anyone owns land here, even the AI, I mean, you see it all the time, the Netherlands pop out, and all of these kind of join up. And it becomes a country, and it's just, and you end up with rebels from about now all the way up to 1650 when it properly starts grinding up. So, add you to the HRE. Look at another province and then come back. We need a little bit more admin. Now, I'm not going to go to war, because I need to move my capital right now. Hopefully no one else drags us to war. Nope, no accesses. Okay, oh no. You come back from the Papal State. Come on, come on. And it will drag our centre of trade with it, which can be a bit odd. I don't think I agree with that. Moving your capital drags the centre of trade. You should have an option. Sometimes you're moving your capital somewhere else is advantageous, but leaving your centre of trade where it was is better. Sometimes. So I think you should get an option. You move your capital here, do you want your centre of trade to go as well? So yes or no. Let's not grab that idea as we're waiting to move our capital. That would be silly. One more tick. Please do not to drag us to war right now. There we go. That is us. Gone. Capital to this province. Why not Holland? Because Holland has 2 trade modifiers. This, in the hands of the burghers, is a lot better than it being our capital. There's no defensive terrain, but I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Moving our capital. Done. I'll immediately start work on a decent level fort. And what's that done? Give it a ticket to register. Excellent. Oh no. Have you popped out any troops yet? Oh, we should have. Should have been wary of that. Should have been wary of that. Because he wasn't making any money, then we needed to defend his provinces, really. Does it no longer move your centre of trade? Is this a real thing? It is a real thing. When did that happen? Is that being recent? I don't know. But let's move our centre of trade as well. 200 Diplo. More than worth it. We'll allow that to tick. $67. 67% of a 59 power. 59 ducat node. Alright, we can pump those numbers. Recall you can stay there. You go down this line instead. You can transfer. Let's see what that does. Oh, and my ships. There's no point having lots and lots of ships here. So we'll take those 58 and we'll spread them between the North Sea. Where's my triplet? There we go. And we'll spread them between the North Sea. Protect trade in North Sea. You protect trade in Lubeck. There you go. That's some better numbers. I would like some more ships. Can we build more ships? Oh, we can. We can. Excellent. So we've turned the English Channel into a 64 ducat node, which far outstrips anything else in the world. Ooh, Constantinople runs us very close. But once we start siphoning things from the New World over here, that will change. You're not needed, I don't think. I can recall from you. Or we can put you somewhere else. %15 down here. Transfer you. We can put you into the channel as well. It's only 15%, but the more that Portugal colonises down here, the more we can take off them. Okay, so what's that done? A few more ducats. The more power we have, the better down there. 67. 67, 63, yep. Hopefully global trade will pop in us. Nope, global trade has already been a thing. And it did, it popped in London. Manufacturers is next. I am behind the times. Oh my word, I'm behind the times here. Also, did we ever get back to deal with those rebels? No, we're on the way. They're on a fault. So, Brittany. Declare war on you, brings in Portugal. Austria wants to come in. I don't think I want him to come in though, because it'd be a great power. Or do I? We can call in Austria if we need to, if we get into trouble. Interesting. Mercenaries out. Cannons out. Everyone else, move. Stupidly, they have asked for access through Spain. Also, let's go. Once we've taken out the entirety of Portuguese Brazil, we'll turn around and we'll head up to Portuguese Mexico. From Portugal in this fight, I would like... Why would I ever... Game please, why would I ever need to click on a trade thingamajig when I'm this screen? No, I'll do. Nope, not into that. So you're looking at about 41 for that. I'd also like that. I'd also like to get into South Africa if you don't mind. Something like that. Coalition with just Portugal, don't care. And a little bit of Diplo, again, don't care. And there is a chance with Portugal not being a great power. Portugal is a great power, so there is zero chance of Spain interceding into this fight with us. So we can go with Portugal, we can turn around, we can step out of his land, we can then turn around immediately and declare war on Spain. Right, it drags back in. Oh, damage ships door. And it drags back in Portugal. Probably. Oh, I could do with a fleet here. Anyway, let's cover off on these provinces. That's the New World done. Excellent. Actually, squished. Can we walk all the way up here? We cannot. Right. Let's get at least onto this side of the Americas. Let's siege them all. Right. You, cannons, down this way. What are we looking at? 99,000. This is just us. This is just us. No allies. This is all us. Minions and all. Okay. Okay. Ah, one corruption. Well, we can pay that down with the monies that we get. Okay, about face. We're going to have to actually... Oh, he does have troops. Just not that many. We're going to have to feed him Ishma or something. Also, one extra person on outrage countries. I could do with the blockade here. We'll transport these troops around. Transport them up to where is it? Where's Portuguese Brazil? Did we already squish that? We might have already squished the troops. What is this? Portuguese Mexico. We need troops up here. Fairly quickly. I don't want him burning down the colony. Okay, okay. Let's get you in support there. On the boat, and let's head off to Portuguese Mexico. Let's try and drag these back. We'll pop out ruler. Maybe a ruler? No, he's alright. He's alright. Let's grab a military leader. Let's check him in charge of that. You jump in on that as well. A little bit of a front row, but he's non-existent. It's all cannons. I don't know what kind of composition Britain was going for there, but he was silly. That is my only colony, so you lot sit on that. You go there. I will just defend that area. We've got troops heading towards Portuguese Mexico, which is where they're going to shatter back to anyway. This is a little bit better. However, let's be aware that Portugal has access. How many do we need? 9. Let's be wary that Portugal has access through Spain. Therefore, he could come up through here at any point. How many of the Portuguese are there? 26,000, yep. Have to be a little bit wary of that. Murships, let's get you out. There's a 12 stack of Brittany there. We'll keep you in, we'll keep you safe. Ooh, 7 heavies. Yeah, it's alright. We're rolling with 23. We'll take this province. We'll get a tick of repair. And then we'll send our heavies back to blockade Porto. Excellent. Alright. And you go. You grab a leader. Heavies, step out. Lots of blockade there. Skill 2 fort defense for half price. We do have a skill 3 discipline. Yeah, we'll stack half price advisors. It's always useful, even if they're just skill 2. Alright, Portugal, still on high. How far away from that? Demanding such and such without occupying any forts in the area. Demanding what? Without any forts in the area. Do you have a fort here? Nope. Do you have a fort down here? Nope. And it's Gull Province, which is nice. Must be something up here that they've made a fort. Probably a capital here. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take the capital. Probably counts. Give you a blockade with pure transport, because that's how we roll. Dangerous. It looks like there's Portuguese down here. Something has come under the occupation of Portugal. How did you get here? I don't even know how they got there. Won the Siege of Aish. Excellent. Forced their fleet out into just on the transports. lost this guy. Keep forgetting we're at war with everything that they have as well. Wow, what have you got here? Oh, it's the Portugal proper fleet as well. Let's get you away. We're lost 2 transport. Not bad to say that we're up against heavies. You're going to fall before you do, I would like to think. We should send troops up to the gallery. We'll send that. Actually, we'll send everyone. Once we're done that down here, we'll send up troops up to gallery. Unless this is enough to get you out. Nope, not just yet. Let's head up to gallery then. Stability or prestige? Well, let's go for stability. Corn country is on my mind, but we need at least 50 absolutism to even consider firing that. Holy moly. That's a lot of troops that Portugal has just landed in the New World. If we'd have had them at home, we might have been able to win something. Heavy's come back down this way. We'll get some blockade of actual Portuguese land. The trade ships is enough to blockade gallery. Lost the siege of Prague. Well, that's not my capital anymore. Did my heavies make it down? They did, right. Split up a siege there. Only 59. And that's just 81. Development of veneering, very nice. My dudes were already committed, that's unfortunate. However, it does hold them up. How are we looking here? Gallery's still on high. Oh, ongoing fights as well. What is this? We have more heavies than them. Oh, we're not going to get there in time, I don't think. Okay, okay, okay. Right, so we've robbed them of all the heavies. Oh, it's going to be painful. Oh, it was painful. It was painful, but it's done. We need to get these guys into port somewhere. Portugal's down to medium. What's wrong with this? Demands exceed war score, yep. Well, we can come back for those two. That's pretty much direct land. How about just taking the coastline here? We'll take that. Fairly certain we can take that. Cavalry is down to low. We can piece you out for cavalry move? No. We'll piece out cavalry. I'd like to go into him at a later date. No, 14% of the way through his capital. Let's continue. Alright. He'll piece out cavalry for the cavalry itself. I'll do. Where are you? A little bit of aggressive expansion, but it's to be expected. Pumps our war score up a little bit more. Portugal. Portugal would say no. However, if we asked you for this stuff, you would probably say yes. A little bit of Diplo, don't mind that. Alright, they start losing their mind when we take Iberian stuff. Good to know. Territory of Portuguese Brazil. A good portion of Portuguese Mexico. Brittany themselves would say yes. But I think we can get more. We just need to own it directly. We'll take the provinces here that we don't quite have. That's you squished, which means we can get down here. You're just a colony, one that will have to end up supporting. Right. Split you, take that. Split you, take that. You in half, take that. As soon as we've covered off on all of these provinces, then we'll ask out. We should be able to demand them once we have them in our control. We're ready to rock? We are ready to rock. Let's go. One, two, three, four, five. That's another colonial nation. That, ladies and gentlemen, is another colonial nation. I think we've done alright in that war. It's a bit of Diplo, but it's fed Portuguese Brazil, it's acquired Portuguese Mexico, and it's acquired Portuguese Louisiana as colonial nations. No one cares. And considering what we just took, there wasn't a lot of aggressive expansion. There wasn't a lot of people that are pissed off with us. Now, coring. Coring over here, we only need to core. We're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have to core all of you. Before you flip. As for the rest in here, we only need 5. So, the cheap ones. 3 dev. You. You. That's 4, and that's 5. That's all we need. All the rest. I mean, yeah, granted it's not much, but all the rest can just sit, and it'll flip away, and they can do the coring. That, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to leave this episode. We're doing all right. We're doing the colonial nations thing. I don't quite. It wasn't really. I didn't plan for it. By no means did I plan for this, but it's exciting. I like it. But until next time, do take care. Oh, that was a long episode. Looks like someday you'll need to deal with the Ottomans and Spain. What's the plan? The plan for the Ottomans and Spain. Plan for the Ottomans is if I don't look at the Ottomans too much, then there won't be a thing. Spain, it's going to be a case of fighting into them. They have nothing for allies. That recent fight against Brittany was to weaken Portugal. If we weaken him and we weaken him and we weaken him, Spain is still going to have Portugal as an ally. We're just making his ally weaker and weaker and weaker. He's losing all his colonial nations. He's losing loads of money. He's got land in Africa, fair enough, but we're not going to get hit by a Portuguese Mexican fleet or a Portuguese Brazilian fleet when we're moving troops around. It's just containing Portugal, and that's fine. We'll start our own war against. Let's have a look. We'll start our own direct war against Spain, where we can bring in Austria. Attitude towards enemy. Austrian ruler is malevolent. Yeah, it's fine. So we just need the Austrian ruler to die. Bring in Austria. Us plus Austria against Spain. He doesn't stand a chance, no matter how big he is. Even if it brings in Portugal. Let's have a look at our armies. So it'd be us versus Spain, but we would bring in Austria. Even though Austria isn't the HRE dude anymore, it's going to be far too much. Far too much for him. And then first fight with Spain, it'll be taking his colonial nations off him, making him weaker. Again, grabbing more merchants. We can grab another merchant from this colonial nation here, from this colonial region here, from this colonial region here, and we can start shuffling all of this trade instead of it just getting to the Caribbean and getting flung into Sevilla. We can start shuffling it north. So go from St. Lawrence, and then from St. Lawrence put it on this higher route into the North Sea. And once it's in the North Sea, all these guys are weakened financially because they don't profit as much from New World trade, and we will. So that is a plan. Weaken Spain economically, and fine. But yeah, the next fight will probably be Spain. Gonna be fun times. Gonna be fun times. We can take merc maintenance. Well, we are ahead of time. And those states would be nice. Go on. Let's continue with our ideas. Oh, once again, repress. Extra stability if we want, extra Diplo rep if we need. Anyone on this list? Oh, Brandenburg's on the list. Spain themselves are on that list. Only 46 years old though, so chances are they will pop somebody out. In fact, noble from House Trastamare. Yeah, I knew that they had a royal marriage with Portugal. Anyway, we should probably start getting our ships back home. And our people. We also picked up Galleray in all of that, which is a nice little province. 23 dev. It's on the coast. It's in the right node for us. A little bit of aggressive expansion because they weren't co-belligerent, but we've not expanded much into the Empire in these last few years, and it's allowed our aggressive expansion to get down to such a point where I feel like not going to war with them is a waste. So you should always have a little bit of aggressive expansion that you just need to tick away. So that's going to be useful there. As for the New World, I'm going to keep these troops grouped up in Bohemian Mexico, and it'll be Bohemian Louisiana that pops out as well. Just to guard against rebels. But also, I would like to go to war with Ikma. And Quito pretty quickly. 36, that might be a while. Igma don't have any friends out, so we'll build spy network upon them. We'll get into them fairly quickly. We can feed all of this land to Bohemian Peru. And in December of 32, we get 100 ducats worth and a load of inflation. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Oh, we have a free merchant. Let's fiddle with our merchant, shall we? We have you. Straight into the channel. We have you steering up, you steering down, you steering across, you steering into a node that we have more power in, and then across. You again into a node that we have more power in. Well, I do have an extra merchant. What do we do with the extra merchant? 14%, 10%. $24, 18. It's probably worth just going to the Caribbean for now and transferring it straight to the channel. Nope. Can you not go straight to the channel? Of course you can. Oh no, you can't. Right, we'll transfer you. Maybe to Bordeaux. The Bordeaux node is very fluid. I mean, nothing sticks here. A lot of ducats hit it, then a lot of ducats get transferred on. There's no point putting a merchant here because there's only one route out. The way you increase this number is just by having more power here. It'll automatically get pulled out. We do need to somehow increase our power here though. Just whilst we build our network of merchants. We need 1, 2, 3. No, we need an extra 2 merchants. We need a merchant here steering to Chesapeake Bay to Gulf of St. Lawrence, and Lawrence on. Also, Mali, we don't have a claim on you. I think that wore off, did it not? It did. It did. You come back. We'll grab a claim on Mali. We'll start getting into Africa as well. Aggressively getting into Africa. Portugal, who else are you allied with? Papal State, Spain, who are you allied with? Yep, same group. That's why I'm trying to keep Brittany around. A war with Brittany has robbed Portugal of pretty much his entire colonial empire, and so I'm fine with keeping Brittany around. We now do have access to the rest of the map, so these guys can group up with everyone else should they choose. It's another province that will be completed fairly soon. That will flip to California. California have 6, so they'll have 7. This will be the 7th. Doesn't look like they're colonizing anywhere else themselves. Could they? Do they have the money to? Not really. We should subsidize them a little bit. Give them 10 years worth of four ducats. That's enough for a couple of colonists out. Yep. What ideas did you take? What did you pop out with? Expansion ideas. So, expansion gives you 2 colonists. 1 colonist, sorry. Then go for exploration, which is a bit weird, but I suppose they don't really need to explore. So with at least 1 colonist, they should start colonizing. No. Stop that. Let's make it a call first. Oh, we can't. We don't have the admin. Well, we might as well turn it into proper Protestant. Catholic. Proper Catholic. Oh, it's been a long day. Worked last night. Night shift. And my brain still hasn't caught up with me. Plus my cat's getting very affectionate. Dylan, I can't speak with your face. I can't speak with your face between my face and the microphone. I love you lots. I do, honest. But I need to talk. Can we get some more ships out? We can. Let's, with our new windfall, have some more ships building. And in the next episode it'll pop out and surprise me. And I will know what to do with them. Here we'll take trade in Lubeck. And also, we should get some more manufacturers out, especially in this province here. Local goods produced +5 already, adding a manufactory there. Nice. Okay. How much money we're making? 11 ducats. We can bring our maintenance down and be making 28 tariffs. Bring us in 14. Our tariff levels look good. If anything, we could start to increase the tariffs against both California and Bohemia and Peru. We do need a war against Spain, because Spain are the ones that are supporting Frisian independence, and as soon as we go to war with Spain, they'll stop with the whole independence shenanigans. And we can get them integrated. Although Friesland, we still have bits and pieces that I would like to feed Friesland. Same with Berry. I would like to feed them a little bit more of France, who is guaranteed by whom? Guaranteed by Spain. Brilliant. Also, stupidly, they're guaranteeing the independence of Burgundy. That's it. It writes its own story, doesn't it? You attack into Burgundy. Fair enough, it's aggressive expansion for taking land from France. However, France is outside of the HRE, so no one would really care. After the war with France, after the war with Burgundy, I was going to say we could pick a war with France, but it'd still be a truce. But no, I mean a direct war with Spain has to happen sooner rather than later. I'll get our troops grouped together. We'll make sure this is all stable. We'll take out Ikma so that Bohemian Peru can start generating a little bit more money, field a larger force, and sort his own stuff out. And we'll go to war with Spain. We'll go to war with Spain for his colonies. So some, I've just realised, some of that should be heavies. Okay. That'll do. Maybe more? No, that'll do. That will do. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop the stream just there. It's only been 2.5 hours, but I find myself at 6:30 in the evening time, and my cat usually gets fed at 6, so he's being very affectionate right now, and it's only a matter of time before he starts knocking things off my desk. You know what cats are like. So I'll be back in about an hour or two. I might as well feed myself whilst I'm at it. Not cat food, but some human food. Yeah, I'll be back soon. I will continue with Bohemia. Until then, Do take care.